Good morning, boys and girls. You're again welcome to another session of Common Course A01 Transactions Essential English Language Skills. Module 2 Vocabulary, and in this particular session we are dealing with the third frame, namely collocations. 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 Now, if you remember, in the last session I was talking to you about synonyms. You remember, synonyms are words with the same meaning of the words you use. Knowing more about synonyms, as far as a learner of English is concerned, it equips the learner to communicate better, whether it be in your spoken language or let it be in your written language. You will be able to express your feelings and ideas better if you know more about more and more synonyms, by which the listener will be able to understand you better and the quality of communication will be better. The quality of communication will be better. Now, as I told you, in this particular session, that is the third session of Module 2 Vocabulary, the third session of Module 2 Vocabulary, we are going to discuss collocations. Maybe the word is not very familiar to you, but when I explain to you what collocations are, you will be able to understand it, I am sure. Now, to give you a definition about what is collocation is concerned with, please listen to me carefully, collocation is concerned with the way words occur together. The words occur together, often in unpredictable ways. Once again, collocation is concerned with the way words occur together, often in unpredictable ways. This frame familiarizes you with the importance of putting words in proper combinations and introduces some of the most commonly used collocations. Now, I have put a few 2 plus 2, 6, 7 phrases on the board. Now, I want you to look at the table below and underline the correct collocation. I'll give you the collocation and you have to note down the key word. Now, the first one is formidable opponent. What does this mean? Formidable opponent. What is the meaning of the word formidable? Formidable is somebody or the opponent whom it is difficult to win over the opponent who is so strong that we are not in a position to win over them. So the correct way is the correct collocation is formidable opponent is threatening opponent, one who is very dangerous. Threatening opponent. I'll just write threatening. THREATEN. Threatening opponent. That is the key word there. The second one is the real thing. What do we understand by the real thing? Real. The real, it should go with the word genuine. Genuine. Okay. The third one is wide summary. What do we know by wide summary? A word instead of here it is threatening, here it is genuine. Wide summary. Wide summary, the collocation is broad summary. Broad. BROAD. Broad summary becomes the collocation. Next one is in big detail. Now we use in big detail. What is the normal usage, or what is the normal way in which we express the same idea? It is in great detail. Great. In great detail. Next one is feeble attempt. Feeble attempt. That is, the collocation is, the word is frail attempt. Frail. FRAIL. Frail attempt. Frail attempt. Next one is utterly confused. Utterly confused. That is, heavily confused is the word. Heavily. HEAV. Heavy. Heavily confused. Heavily confused. Next is raise your hand. Raise your hand. Raise, instead of that, what do I do? Lift. Lift your hand. Lift. Raise your hand is lift your hand. Now I hope you have some idea about what collocations are. Collocations, as I told you, collocation is concerned with the way words occur together, often in unpredictable ways. Please listen to a passage that I am going to read carefully, and then at the end we have a very small exercise to do. Okay, will you listen to me reading the passage for you? While I read, you can pinpoint some prominent collocations, word combinations. Okay. I'll also, while reading, I'll emphasize those collocations. I met my ex-husband in 1995. We fell in love. At first sight. After 3 years of our first meeting, he proposed and we got married. Now, one collocation which surprises me is fell in love. Actually, fall is a negative word, correct? Fall. But why is that negative word used with the word love, which is something something very sacred, something very exciting, something which arouses your emotions. That's my own doubt and about that. Don't worry about that. Now, so after 3 years, he proposed. We got married. Is a collocation. At first, everything was perfect. We both did the housework together. To do the housework together. I did the washing up and made the beds, and he did the cooking. He always made a mess when he did the cooking, but I didn't mind because the dinners were always delicious. When he got a new job in New Delhi, things took an unexpected turn. We had to make a few crucial decisions. We moved there so he wouldn't have to take the train to work every day. His grinding routine began to affect the rhythm of our life. He started paying less attention to me. He stopped lending a hand in domestic chores. He was unusually stressed, and he started to grow bald. He felt very depressed about this and became addicted to alcohol. I was getting very worried about him. He would always come home drunk and make a mess. Then one day, something caught my attention. It was a lipstick stain on his shirt. I was very angry that he was hiding a secret from me. That night, when he came home, I flew into a rage, and he made a frank confession that he had been having an affair. It broke my heart. I filed for divorce, and we got separated 2 weeks later. I hope you listen to the passage, and there are our concentration, our attention should be focused on the collocations used here. Now, there is an exercise here. Match the words on the left with those they often collocate with on the right side. Now, I'll read the words on the left side, and I would like to know whether you guess what is the counterpart or what is the remaining part of it. The apt one, the collocative word on the right side. First one is make. Make. What would be the make? On the left side, on the right side, we have the shopping, attention, features, a phone call, methodology, problem, discrepancy, and cause. The best answer is to make a phone call. Do goes with shopping. Do the shopping. Pay goes with attention. Pay attention. To listen carefully. Pay attention. Potential problem. Potential problem. A problem which demands a thorough investigation. A problem which demands our immediate attention. Apparent. Apparent goes with methodology. Apparent methodology. Now, rigorous. The word rigorous goes with, collocates with, the word rigorous, very serious, rigorous, collocates with discrepancy. Rigorous discrepancy. Principal, P-R-I-N-C-I-P-A-L, principal. Principal goes with features, important. Principal here means important. Principal features. And the last one is salient. Salient. Salient goes with features, and principal goes with causes, important causes. Principal causes. Salient features. So this is how collocation works in the language. Now, collocation is nothing but it is concerned with the way words occur together, often in unpredictable ways. Collocation is something that learners of English should be familiar with, so that it would help them to become better communicators and also be better in the skills of the language, namely listening to the language. You should be able to understand collocations, and speaking the language, reading the language, and writing the language. Okay? Thank you for listening to me all the time. Till we meet for the next session, keep well, keep safe. Thank you.